We're talking about movies.
Spoilers for Secret Invasion, not that anybody was watching it. The Disney Plus shows need to end. Ever since Endgame, the fall of Marvel has been very evident, and it has been shown by the lack of quality and mass production that they've put on a lot of their Disney Plus programs. Now, this is not a problem solely to Marvel. The Star Wars shows also have this, where they're putting out shows that are not very attractive to a lot of viewers, and then nobody is watching them because they're not interesting, they're not about interesting characters, and they are very mid-production budget that is not what you would come to see in like the movie theater or the type of quality that you would get there. When you go to the theater to see these Marvel and Star Wars movies, they're like big spectacles that are a cultural event that everybody piles in to go see. But then the Disney Plus shows are like that, but less. So it takes away a lot of the spectacle that comes with it, cutting a lot of the budgets in half, and then they don't put as much effort into it. So we're going to get into a little bit of a history lesson here to see how we got to this point. In August of 2019, following the release of Avengers Endgame earlier that year, at D23 it was announced that Ms. Marvel, Moon Knight, and She-Hulk were coming to the MCU. This was after they had already announced The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki, What If, and Hawkeye were also going to be joining them on the Disney Plus platform. Now, the following February in 2020, Bob Chapek was announced as CEO of Disney, replacing Bob Iger, who was going to stay on to the end of 2021. Now, this guy, Bob Chapek, he was really big on quantity over quality. He wanted Kevin Feige to push out as many projects as they could for Disney Plus to get them on there to build that platform to get people to subscribe. So here's the deal with these streaming services, guys. They really want to have as much stuff on there so that people will subscribe, and then they can say, we have this whole catalog of things, you should pay for it. They don't really care about how good it is. They just say, look, we have all this Marvel stuff. You want to be caught up on it? You better subscribe. And just to really hammer this point home, I want to show you guys this chart. Phase 1 of the MCU started in 2008 and went to 2012 with the first Avengers movies. This phase consisted of 6 movies. Phase 2 was from 2013 to 2015. This phase also consisted of 6 movies. Phase 3, they upped it a little bit. It started in 2016 and went to 2019. This consisted of 11 movies. Now keep in mind, these are all over multiple years. This is where the problem comes in. In Phase 4, from 2021 to 2022, there are 17 projects over the course of 2021 to 2022. Way more than any other phase over just the span of 1 year. We are currently 3 projects in to a planned 15 in Phase 5. A lot of these are Disney Plus series that honestly I think need to go. We've already had Secret Invasion, which wasn't great. Loki Season 2 is upcoming, and honestly I thought the first season of Loki is the best thing they've made. But they need to stop making these Disney Plus shows because they're not good, they're very middle of the road, and they're causing just stupidity and brand damage to the brand of Marvel. I'm looking at these upcoming Disney Plus shows that are slated to come out. Loki Season 2, I think they should go ahead and make. Agatha Coven of Chaos should not be made. What If Season 2, I'm either way on, it's animation, but honestly could not be made. Echo should not be released. They had said that Echo is going to be released all at one time. These shows usually release 1 episode a week. I don't think that they think Echo is very good, and they're trying to just let it go under the radar. It's a character that nobody really knows or really likes, and it's not necessary. They don't need to do it. And then Ironheart after that, also a show I don't think that they need to make. Now, the one outlier in this list of upcoming Disney Plus shows that I think is a great idea for them to do is the Daredevil Born Again series. But now my excitement for that has been greatly diminished from what I've seen recently. They have to get that Daredevil show right. If they don't get it right, people are going to be furious. That Netflix Daredevil show is one of the greatest Marvel shows that they've ever made. I know Netflix did it. Disney didn't do it. They have to get the Daredevil show right. They say it's going to be 18 episodes. It seems like they're going to put the care into it that it needs. But after watching Secret Invasion, I don't know about that because Secret Invasion was fine up until the end, I thought. I thought it was very boring. It was just a lot of talking. The end of Secret Invasion where you have Gaia, now the most memeable, unstoppable character ever, fighting another Skrull with the same power set. They've backed themselves into a corner. What do you do? That's so silly to give someone every single power of every single Avenger ever. That doesn't make sense. It's beyond stupid. And then you're not going to have this person come back up. So then anytime there's a problem, they're going to say, why don't they just call her? Beyond that, the CGI of them just having Drax's arm on her and then Groot's arm and all these people's arm, it doesn't make sense. It's stupid, and I don't know how they let that fly. I think that the problem with them forcing all these projects on Kevin Feige is he's not able to oversee all of them himself. He cannot look over 17 projects at once, and therefore it's handed down to other people who don't make things the same quality as Kevin Feige, who delivered us the Infinity Saga. I think another problem with doing these shows is it takes a lot of the spectacle and the gravitas of the name out of it. The Secret Invasion comic is a big deal, where they have all these heroes that are revealed to be Skrulls. It's all over the government. It's like a huge thing encapsulating the whole world. And in this, it's just like, oh, Nick Fury's running around, and okay, Rhodey was a Skrull, but that's not really going to affect anything. And it's just a much smaller scale than what the stuff in the comic books is. Civil War was a much bigger scale in the comics, but when you have it as the movie, it's still a big deal. You got these big actors in there. They put the correct budget to it, and it's a big blockbuster movie. When you scale it down for these Disney Plus shows, it takes a lot of the epicness out of it. And Secret Invasion could have been much cooler as a movie that they built towards, as like an Avengers Secret Invasion movie, as opposed to this scaled down TV show with Nick Fury. And then producing all these shows has hurt the quality of the movies too. Thor Love and Thunder was not great. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania was not great. Thank goodness for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but that was a James Gunn vision. I think that's why that one was good. They have to cut back the Disney Plus shows so that Kevin Feige can oversee all these projects. They can't be putting out 17 projects in over a year. They used to put out 3 to 4 at max movies a year. They have to scale it back. They have to get back to putting the quality into each project, the effort into each project, and getting the Marvel Cinematic Universe back on track. And with so many cool projects coming up, you hear the leaks about Deadpool 3, you hear about Avengers Secret Wars with Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman, Robert Downey Jr. They have so much cool stuff coming up that I think can be great, but they have to rein it back in and get rid of some of these mid-Disney Plus shows, or the brand is just not going to come back. People are going to get tired of it. People are going to fall off. They have to scale it back and get back to what they were doing. So did you guys see Secret Invasion? Did you think it was stupid like I did? Let me know in the comment section below what you thought of Secret Invasion, what you think of all these Disney Plus shows. Will Marvel get back on track? Will Kevin Feige just slap all these executives out of there in the face and get back to what they were doing right? Deadpool 3, Avengers Secret Wars. I hope they're great. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more content. Thanks for watching.